modus ponens, in parentheses, P, arrow Q, P, so Q. Modus tollens, parenthesis, P, arrow Q, parenthesis, not Q, so not P. Hypothetical syllogism, parenthesis, P, arrow Q, close parenthesis, Q, arrow R, parenthesis, so, in parenthesis, P, arrow R, parenthesis. Disjunctive syllogism, parenthesis, P or Q, parenthesis, not Q, so P. Simplification, parenthesis, P and Q, parenthesis, so P. Conjunction, P, Q, so P and Q. Addition, P, so, in parentheses, P or Q. Constructive dilemma, parenthesis, P, arrow Q, parenthesis, and, parenthesis, R, arrow S, parenthesis, P or R, so Q or S. Tautology, P, four dots, parenthesis, P and P, parenthesis, four dots, in parenthesis, P or P, parenthesis. Commutation, parenthesis, P and Q, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, Q and P, parenthesis. Parenthesis, P or Q, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, Q or P, parenthesis. Distribution, parenthesis, P dot, parenthesis, Q or R, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, P and Q, parenthesis, or, parenthesis, P and R, parenthesis, P or, parenthesis, Q and R, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, P or Q, parenthesis, and, parenthesis, P or R, parenthesis. Biconditional, parenthesis, P, three lines, Q, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, P, arrow Q, parenthesis, and, parenthesis, Q, arrow P, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, P and Q, parenthesis, or, parenthesis, not P and not Q, parenthesis. Contraposition, parenthesis, P, arrow Q, parenthesis, four dots, parenthesis, not Q, arrow, not P, parenthesis. Double negative, P, four dots, negation, negation, P. Association, parenthesis, P, and parenthesis, Q, and R, parenthesis, parenthesis, 4 dots, parenthesis, parenthesis, P, and Q, parenthesis, and R, parenthesis, 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 P, or, parenthesis, Q, or R, parenthesis, parenthesis, 4 dots, parenthesis, parenthesis, P or Q, parenthesis, or R, parenthesis, parenthesis. Implication, parenthesis, P arrow Q, parenthesis, 4 dots, parenthesis, not P or Q, parenthesis, 4 dots, parenthesis, P, and not Q, parenthesis. Exportation, parenthesis, parenthesis, P and Q, parenthesis, arrow R, 4 dots, parenthesis, P, arrow, parenthesis, Q, arrow, R, parenthesis, parenthesis. De Morgan's Law, not, parenthesis, P and Q, parenthesis, 4 dots, parenthesis, not P or not Q, parenthesis, parenthesis, P or Q, parenthesis, 4 dots, parenthesis, not P and not Q, parenthesis.